Good afternoon, LC people. Well, as you know, I posted yesterday about this white bike. I had it on the bench, doing a few bits and bobs at it. Basically, my job this morning when I got up here was to sort a few little bits and pieces out on it. It had an aftermarket ignition switch on it. Unfortunately, the block was here. The wires is quite a lot shorter than I think what it is on the original. And what was happening was, every time you turn the headstock, this bit here was catching on here and it was slowly rubbing through the wires. And the ignition's not been on long. I said to the guy, it's too tight. I'll have to extend the wires. So I've extended the wires on that switch and soldered them all up and heat shrink them all and extended them probably about 6 inches. So it's tucked down and under there. Unfortunately, I haven't got any infills for him to put on it. But no, that's it, folks. I've took it out and gave it a road test up the road. What I found out was it also had, and I thought this was the case, these bright zinc cables are aftermarket. And I had trouble with the throttle cable, like I explained. I'd have resolved that one with an original one. But this, it came with no lock nut on it in the first place, which I thought was odd. Anyway, I put the right lock nut on it and the right adjuster on it. But what I tended to find was it was slipping. It wasn't disengaging enough. There wasn't enough play on it. And these F2s, there's adjustment there. And the other adjustment ain't like the LCs. It's actually inside the clutch case. And on the end of the clutch basket, there's a nut and a bit of a bolt there. And you adjust that. And that's the play inside there. But that means obviously draining off the antifreeze and the engine oil and taking the cover off, adjusting it there and adjusting it here. And most people don't do that. The only other trick is if the inner cable's too long, which is normally the case, where this connects, it's under the carburettor. I know you can't see it, but I end up putting another washer on the outer cable just to like shorten the inner, if that makes sense. But on this, it's quite a soft clutch and it goes into neutral really easy. A lot of these F2s, they don't go into neutral that well. The few I've had didn't. But anyway, I've took the lock nut back off it and screwed that back in. And basically, it's fine now. It disengages properly. So that was that, folks. I'm finished with this bike now. It's done. I've messaged the guy and he can come and collect it at the weekend. But I'm happy with it. I've not done the decals for a very simple reason. Basically, he'd probably have to pay me a damn sight more money. It'd take me a lot longer to fit them and probably still not get them right. Now, people with a vast knowledge and experience that do this on a regular basis will do it a lot quicker than me, and it'll be a lot cheaper for them to do it than to me have a go. So that's why I've left it. It's not that I can't and I won't do it, but I just don't think it's fair to the guy. And that's it. That's where I've left that situation. So that bike now, I'm done with it. I've got the linkage now that was missing for this bike. I can't think where I put it now. Here we go. This thing. This bit is part of the linkage for the rear suspension. We had one, but unfortunately, my mate needed that one for his complete biking bit. So we've had to buy that one to get this rolling. But that'll be tomorrow. So I think for the rest of the afternoon, I posted about my loom the other day. This is the other one. This is the second one. Now that first one, I messaged about it. I put it on the bay, and within 24 hours it was sold. That was sold yesterday tea time. So I'm thinking, okay then. I'll do this one this afternoon. So I've got a fuse box to put on here. And basically I've got to go through it, just like the other one, and see what's occurring with it. So that's my plan for this afternoon. And I'll see how I get on. Thanks for watching this week. I'm sure I'll have some more to post in the next couple of days. Dilly dilly.